Forget and tea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Forget and
tea. Ding 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 ding. Okay, welcome to our second episode of Forget and Tea. My name is Bhas.
I'm Sam.
I'm Kieran.
And I'm Lokies.
And this is your go-to podcast for things that we talk about for fun. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
and tell your kids, this is Teletubbies.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
That's right. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about why we are wearing this hideous costume.
I like this. It's cute.
Really?
It makes me feel like I'm in some kind
Before
of...
the recording started, he said I look stupid.
And he said it's very warm in
It
the
is
yeah.
very
That's
exactly.
why the whole time.
It is for winter actually.
Okay, so imagine this actually came on time, right? We would be wearing this
We
to
will be
like
wearing
the
this.
party.
Yes.
This was for
which-
Halloween, right?
Yes.
So what? Yeah.
Halloween.
So this was gonna be our Halloween costume.
This was not supposed to be a Halloween costume. First of all, this was not supposed to be our Halloween costume. We did not plan properly in the first place.
And
We,
As
um,
with most things that we do, we don't
yeah,
plan.
we
We
didn't
leave it to like the last minute.
We
And we are
lit-
that kind of friends.
Yeah, and
you
we
know?
literally got this on the same week on that
Yes.
same week of Halloween. So
On Taobao.
Uh,
It's
no,
on Shopee.
from
and it took
Shenzhen.
and it took 2 months.
They already warned us. They said like it might delay.
Jesus Christ.
So if you want to know what we actually went as for last year's, when I say last year, I mean 2022's Halloween. Ding, that's what we
We
went
need to make
as.
sound effects, please.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna be your signature. Oh, am I that funny?
What? What?
Sam was having a moment with the costume.
It's very
I'm-
hot.
yeah.
I'm burning.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm taking this
My
off. But
head
anyway,
is
yes. So this was supposed to be our Halloween costume, and it did not arrive. Yes, and it only came. The person who bought it, when did it arrive?
It came the day after Halloween.
Oh wow!
Oh, so it has just been in your house?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it just arrived like
My
last week.
parents just threw it somewhere in a corner.
Wow.
Oh my.
So instead of the costume didn't arrive, and then we decided to go as.
Powerpuff Girls.
That's right. And so if you might be wondering, hey, there are only 3 Powerpuff Girls, but there are 4 of us. So, but there is a new Powerpuff Girl, which is a dark-skinned British Powerpuff Girl.
But you did
named-
not go as
No, but I didn't go as her. But I've always fancied the character him. The villain character from Powerpuff Girls. So they were Powerpuff Girls. You were
I forgot.
you
Bubbles?
I think I was like blue.
Yeah.
What's the
Was
name
that
of
Blue?
the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah.
red, and you were the.
I was not red.
I was
red.
No, you were red.
I was
You were
green.
The
I
green
was
one.
green. You were green.
And then
You were
obviously
him.
I was him.
Yeah.
And I was.
Although people
obviously-
thought you should be Mojo Jojo, but
You would be a good Mojo Jojo.
I would think so too. Yes, but but well, Sam and Kieran were there, watching me actually quick drag.
So okay,
Literally.
before you talk about this, right?
Yeah.
I think we should bring up about how we shop for our costumes like Matt on the day off, and Buzz. I'm so impressed
Oh.
by your craft because like he whipped out a freaking gold bodysuit
from this
out of nowhere. Like he keeps these things in his freaking closet.
For his previous
He
event.
has like gold bodysuit. He has like red dresses. He has
It's from
all
the
sorts
sisters.
of like accessories. Oh, so the red dress was from your sister's.
And how did you pick
Shout
your
out
face
to
red?
Nish.
And how do you paint your face red?
Oh
yes.
my
I was
God.
so impressed by like the level of craft.
Was it like
It was a lipstick. It was a liquid lipstick. I don't know what you guys
it's not
call
a blush, right?
it. No,
It's
no.
a liquid lipstick.
It was a liquid
Lip gloss.
lipstick. No, it was lipstick actually.
Wow.
And I painted my entire face with a red lipstick because him is red, all right, and he I actually had red paint. No, actually I had red coloring which I quickly
Put
try
with
to
flour.
put it with flour and like mixture and stuff like that. It did not
Did not
sit on my face. So the alternative was to go to my sister's room
Destroy
and
all the makeup.
Stole her,
stole her lip
dresses.
But well, in my defense, she doesn't live here anymore in my house, and and her things are my things now. So
Okay.
so I took out her dress. Sorry, I took out her makeup stuff, and then I dolled myself, and
Dolled.
I had these balloons which I created as my claw.
That was quite.
That was very creative.
Thank you very much.
And I felt so annoyed because like we spent $75 on H&M on
Each.
our costume each. But I guess we can actually wear like these clothes out on a regular
Smart.
basis.
I
But
guess.
you spent no money and just came out in your bodysuit, stole a red dress, and actually was like
Quite
a really
good.
really funny Halloween character.
Thank you.
Not a great one, but a good one in quick drag.
Thank you, thank you. I go the length.
Yes.
I put in effort for Halloween. I was Balak for one of the year. I would
For
like
many
to put
years.
yeah, that was one of the best Halloween costume that I've ever done. But I did not wear Balak to like a party. It was like a work situation, and I was at work wearing being Balak, and I enjoyed myself. I think it was great.
Scaring people.
Scaring people, and then I came back home as Valak, as in
Scared
like
the
I took
dog.
Grab, and then the driver did not speak a word to me and I was sitting right next to him, like in the front.
Why?
I cannot imagine
Why
this.
did you have to sit next
No,
to
because
him?
we all shared, like my colleagues and I had to
Oh.
share a cab, so I sat in front because I'm the last one to get off, and then they all got off first, and then. From the journey, just when I was alone in the car, he did not speak a single word to me, and then he was driving, and then he stopped at a traffic light, and then on the left side,
Kicked you out.
and then there was a police car, and then I turned and I gave the policeman a scary look, and they were smiling. Thankfully, I glad that they did not arrest
Yes,
me.
yes.
So that was fun.
Imagine, just
Exactly,
imagine.
like,
Yeah.
sir,
being
please get out, and yeah.
Harassing
But that was fun.
public
Yes.
officers.
So I go the length. That's what I was trying to say.
just for 1 year.
Just for
Two.
one,
2 years.
Two times.
2 years. Yes.
We're using the same costume.
Yes.
The dog
yeah.
ran away.
So the costumes came late, and we decided to wear that today.
Are we planning to wear it for this year's Halloween?
Let's keep
Well,
that
yes, maybe,
mystery.
but
That, yeah.
perhaps
Maybe.
this year's Halloween is in another 10 months' time. A lot of things happen. We might not even be friends, So.
Gonna scratch off
Always.
our friendship tattoo.
Always possible.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, but that's for 10 months' time. Yes. But speaking of which, I think the main topic of this episode is about us partying before the pandemic and after. So tell us about your experience partying. Like, where would you go? What have you done? What was your memorable partying experience before pandemic?
Oh,
Kiran, yeah.
jeez. I grew up in the play era. So when I was 18, I used to party at play when I was still in school.
Was it the first? Was it the first place you went to, like as a young?
As like a young gay kid, and this kind of like white-eyed gay boy growing up, play was the in thing because I think there was K-pop was like rising. So I would look forward to listening to 2NE1's "I'm the Best" or like what was that Fantastic Boy? GG. No wait. Okay, I forgot. Like
that was the icon.
that was the era of like Girls' Generation and Fantastic Baby, which was G-Dragon.
Ah.
That
Right.
era of like K-pop idols, and it was a hit at like gay clubs. So I had a lot of fun. Would be there on Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays, and then Saturdays.
Wow.
Party
day,
animal.
Every day.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, excellent.
Anyway.
So the funny thing is that I remember going to the club first, and then we somehow would end up at Tantric. So Tantric is the gay bar along New Road, and then it would just be like a fun night.
Amazing. Great. For someone who doesn't party a lot, my fiance is
Yeah,
sitting right
I
next to
know.
me. Have you partied before?
But I had a memorable party at play, like with friends, many years back. And I remember the K-pop songs.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was very nice. So other than that, no.
Yeah. So generally just play.
Yes.
Lokies, I think you and I, we have like quite an extensive memories of partying.
How far extensively are we going back?
As far as you were
Cookie can. Please censor that.
Censor that out. As far as when he was Cookie Khan.
So Cookie Khan is was Loki's
In his previous form.
alter ego. I would think.
Previous
who is
life.
Cookie Khan?
I don't even know how to
Previous
name
life.
people, but I just decided when I was young and I was a kid and I was like, oh, Lokies rhymes with cookie, and on Facebook decided to change my name to Cookie. Just talking about it makes me want to puke.
Loki's rhymes with cookie.
Wait, I always
but
thought
you already
that.
had Loki's name, right?
So I always
you
thought
had
that,
Cookie
that
first.
this was just your brand. Like you actually changed your Facebook name to Cookie Khan.
And it
Facebook
was
did.
iconic. A lot of people. It's so iconic.
Oh yeah, it was.
So
It-
iconic that
asked
when we
where
went
he
to
went.
Sunday night partying, and what's that called? Superstar party.
Superstar Sunday.
Superstar Sunday,
Yeah,
and then
DJ
I
George
remember
now.
DJ George. He would see her, and then he would do this. So
Oh my god, he did!
he would do that. So
Oh
it's
my
like,
god.
hey, you're Cookie. I remember. Yeah.
Oh
so
my god, he
Yeah,
actually
it's quite
did that.
cool.
Shout
Yeah.
out to DJ George.
Yeah. So
Is he still alive?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't
yes,
know.
He's still,
I mean, is he still playing?
No.
He's mostly doing music production.
Got it.
that's right. Yes. Yeah. So as far as memory serves you.
Wow, I mean, like I think my main window of partying when I was younger was like from 18 to about 21 tops, because that was the peak. And then like it was I think whatever Cuban experience as well. Just a lot of going out with friends, partying on Sundays was a thing back then. I had work or school the next day and I just don't give a fuck. Just went partying anyway. And then after that, I decided something changed in me, and then from like 21 onwards, like I just basically
Yeah.
wasn't partying as much.
Did you drink at the start?
Oh yeah, and when it comes down to drinking, like honestly, like from 18 to 21, when I was partying, I just thought like drinking is supposed to be part of the partying culture, and I mean it is. But like for me, it was a constant effort. Like I really had to put in effort to drink, even though I know I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the feeling of it. So eventually, I was like, you know what? Really, like drinking is just really not for me. And yeah, so I stopped drinking.
Amazing. And there's a lot of misconception about you, especially in the
party.
I mean, a lot of the gay people labeled you a lot, saying that you are into Indian men.
Wait, this was like in the past when you guys were partying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely
That
because
was-
you hung out with Bhas?
Yes,
That is hilarious.
And that
Wow.
he does nasty stuff like camp sex and stuff
With,
like that.
with Indian men?
No, just generally, a lot of people, say things like that, and I hear things like that from you especially, and people think that he is actually an alcoholic, as in people think that you drink,
Yeah.
but
so
Lokies does
funny.
not drink
So
at
funny.
all, and I think it's how the dynamic goes as us as a clique. He doesn't drink at all, which is a great thing because he takes care of us when
I don't.
He does
No,
not.
I don't.
He does not.
Yeah,
He's a
what?
selfish bitch.
I
He
just
just-
observe the whole thing going down in flames. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yes. So just a little lowdown of partying in Singapore. I started partying when I was 19, I think, and at that point in time there was a club called Why Not? And that was the very first place I went, and I still remember very clearly that the person seated at the door, whom we call a door bitch, but she Chris, I know Chris, Sammy Chen, by profession he's a drag queen, and he was there, and he was very welcoming, like he was like, oh my god, you're new, never seen you before, and every time I went, and why not, he was always there, and he was always welcoming and made me feel like I belonged there. So Why Not was like the place to go for me, but I didn't realize that there were a lot more other clubs around. There were Taboo. So Taboo has been around for the longest time. So Taboo was around. There was a club called Water Bar, very very long time ago. Hardly visited there, and not my kind of music anyway. And there were Tantric was there, and then there was another bar called
Does Your Mother Know?
Does it? Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah, there were a
there
lot.
was that era of like gay bars that like to use all these puns,
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
Kind of,
Yes, yes, yeah.
camouflage and like hide themselves in plain sight.
Yeah, yeah, and that sort of shaped my partying scene back then, before the pandemic. And then I would go get drunk and then I meet people, blah blah, all that shit. And so it's quite memorable for me actually. Until so generally, like when you go partying and all that, so the music is just very one tone, I feel. It was just like like when you said K-pop, and then there was just remixes of handbag music.
Yes.
Handbag music and stuff. Until there was this group of amazing people who started a gay R&B party. Yeah, and I was like, what? We never had that before. And I'm like, R&B songs, yes. Because I grew up listening to R&B songs. My sister and I, we love R&B music a lot, and R&B hip hop and stuff like that. And this group of people decided to market that as possibly a new era of partying. And that was the start of Baby Boy. I remember going to Baby Boy volume number 1, number 2, number 3. And at those times, they were doing it at Over Easy.
the first one.
Over Easy. The first one's Over Easy.
Yeah, Town.
And then there was also
was Canvas.
Canvas.
There was one at Black Swan. I remember Black Swan.
And it was amazing. It was actually lit. Like, we felt like not a lot of people will get that, but I felt like that was my home. I felt like I belonged there. And you hardly see the people who naturally go to gay clubs there, because it's not their scene, it's not their music. But the people who were there felt like they belonged. What volume are we at now? Volume
35. Oh no.
Wow.
It's like the DJ.
So what is it?
Actually, yeah. What is the
Yeah,
volume?
want to tell them?
16,
No,
right?
16 was
17.
5 months ago.
Oh.
Wow, 21.
We're going to volume 19 end of the month, January 28th.
So I wanted to take this opportunity for this episode to talk about the success of Lokies Khan.
Don't say it.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's
yeah,
so
oh my
weird to
God.
say
The-
that.
yeah.
The
growth,
rise,
the growth.
No,
Lokies
no,
Khan.
I mean, just the opportunity.
Well, which I'm very, very thankful for. I remember going to those parties for Baby Boy Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and music was great, but I've always felt like you could have actually brought something to
Yeah.
that party.
I mean, like, excuse me. I mean, for me, that was like, when we first went to like the first Baby Boy, I loved it. I fell in love with it immediately. It wasn't hard, because like very much like Bhas and his sister, I grew up with a lot of R&B hip hop. I mean, it was the golden age. It really is the golden age of R&B hip hop. So a lot of the music that came out from that first party, I was like, holy shit, this is so lit. Like I've never went to a gay queer party that played like R&B hip hop music the way it is, the way it is, as in the original way you first heard it and you first fell in love with it, not some like weird club beat remix. And it was amazing. And I was like, holy shit, this is such an experience. And
And I think this actually educated me and Sam about R&B music, because
yes.
I actually also want to say that like during the same time I was also clubbing a lot at like Play, right, where I was just in love with like handbag gay pop hits like Katy Perry's Raw, or
It's
like
good. I mean, it's good.
or like
It's
Lady
not bad.
Gaga's Just Dance, like I mean those were like fun tracks to vibe to.
Yeah, for sure.
But I remember going to the first Baby Boy. I think it was at Over Easy. And I was like, there are some R&B songs that I was like a huge fan of, like J-Lo's hits tracks, such as Who Run the World. I'm kidding. No, Jenny
out.
from the Block,
Get
which
out.
is now
Insane.
which is now like one of the hits that I would actually love to
Wow.
wake up to in the morning, because it gives me like energy.
Empower.
But I remember for a few volumes, some songs would play, and then Sam and I would just like, what's the name of the
I
song?
usually don't know the name of the song. I just know the chorus. Like, I've heard of it.
Yeah. So like these songs,
Yeah.
like I feel like we
We have
grew
heard-
up
we
we
grew
grew
up
up with these songs.
Yes.
And even though we're not like super in the culture of like R&B when we were young, because Sam was into mental
My
pop
R&B is Jay Chow and David Tao.
and JJ Lin.
DJ is not
And
an
Jolene
R&B.
Tsai.
Jolene Tsai.
Excuse me?
Coco Lee.
Only is just you. Stop. Okay?
But it just made us feel nostalgic.
Yes.
And then we started like falling in love with R&B.
Yeah.
And now like I tell people that like R&B is my jam, man.
Oh.
And it has become that. And it's mostly because of what you guys have done with Baby Boy, with this like alternative music scene where it's so different from like the mainstream pop, and it also draws in like different crowds. I think it draws in people whom do not feel welcome, or it draws in people who feel like they don't belong at the mainstream like gay partying scene. So I think it's just a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, so wait, let's finish up with Lokies first. So let's talk about like how you managed to get in. Yes.
Yeah,
And
I mean, but until my first Baby Boy gig, I've never like messed around with like R&B music before, because I so the way I started like picking up DJing was like really just messing around with virtual DJ, the software, and then eventually kind of figure out how the software runs, and then took a leap of faith, bought a little plastic controller, plugged in, and started to just kind of mix tracks, and then just really figuring it out on my own. And most of the genres that I was going with back then was, and still am, was just dance music, club remixes, and for me, like the most fundamental thing that a DJ needs to know how to do is beat match, or like mixing songs together,
Which I tried recently.
Wow, you have some experience.
but yeah, so beat matching was something I picked it up pretty easily, because like I did music in school, so tempo was something that I'm pretty good at. Anyway, so that, and it's just always been like club mixes or dance music for a long time, and then going to my first Baby Boy, experiencing Baby Boy, and toying with the wow idea that I could maybe do a spin for Baby Boy one day. You never know. But something that was holding me back was the idea that I think R&B hip hop is going to be quite hard to mix, and it is quite hard to mix compared to, in my opinion at least, like it's harder to mix an R&B hip hop, two R&B hip hop songs together than to go with the dance beat music. So never really tried. But somehow along the way, Bhas slipped in the word with Nathaniel. Yeah.
Oh, who's that? I'm kidding. I know.
You better cut that out. Disrespect. Do you know last night? This is off the record.
No,
night.
It's funny. Yeah. Go on.
Last night, we were at Hard Rock Cafe. Bobby comes up to me. I was having a conversation with Bobby and everything, and Bobby was about to Bobby walked away, and Kira was like, "Who's that?"
I'm sorry, Bobby. I love you, Bobby, for creating something
I even
amazing.
remember his
Fuck
face.
us.
Yes, I remember.
But yeah, so eventually, Bhas slipped in the word with Nathaniel, and I got my first shot, and it was just a warm up thing. It was a 10 to 11 p.m. thing. Nobody showed up.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I mean, they were there, but like back then,
Was
when
it the one
you
at Camp Kidd?
No, it was
no.
at Hard Rock.
At Hard Rock.
That was the time when I thought that like you just press play. Like I honestly thought that you as a DJ meant
Prepared
that
tracks.
you prepared tracks on
And
like
press.
a playlist, and then you press play because it sounded like you had no transitions.
Because
in
my
volume,
transitions
like
were really
what?
smooth. Yeah.
Right.
So smooth. you
Anyway.
did not know.
So yeah, but that was the first time I was like, okay, eventually like I got my first shot through word of mouth from Bhas to Nathaniel, and I was like, okay, shit, shit just got real. I gotta start exploring how to like get into it, mixing R&B hip hop songs, and strangely, it's definitely technically harder to mix R&B hip hop songs, but like for me, it was, I picked it up pretty quickly. So that was a good thing. And that on top of that, it's just like me growing up with so much R&B hip hop. I've got this big like repertoire of songs that I knew that's gonna be a hit. So I went in with all that, dropped from 10 to 11 p.m. for a warm up set. No, I mean like it was for benefit of. I mean like Bobby and the whole entire crew was also just giving me a shot to kind of sense out my vibes. because back then like who is me, who's Lokies as a R&B hip hop DJ, right? So I fully understand. But 10 to 11 p.m. I remember the dance floor. But I mean there were people, but like nobody around. Back then. Now from 10 to 11 p.m. the crowd is already roaring. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
back then nobody, it was just me, and I guess they were just sensing out my vibes. And eventually, like a few more volumes down, they were slowly bumping up to like 11 to 12. And then from 11 to 12, the party was lit because like of the shit that I was dropping. And then eventually they were giving me more like main slots, like 12 to 1. And then, it was a very progressive testing of waters with me, with the Baby Boy crew. And yeah, eventually here we are. Like Christmas, because Thorin wasn't around. 5-hour set for Christmas Eve. It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was amazing, and we didn't see it.
Because we were not there.
But we knew it was amazing
Yeah, it was
because we had
amazing.
faith in you.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Never go there, never go lah.
I also wanted to say that I'm very much of an avid supporter of Baby Boy, so much that I was the only one who attended their virtual Baby Boy party.
I was there too. Get the fuck out. I was there.
How long?
Oh my god.
I was there for like the last 2 hours.
Oh,
Last
really?
2 hours?
Okay. I remember seeing you. I was. It was the peak of the pandemic. It was 2020, in fact. And I think Baby Boy was trying to just keep the hype going. And I told them like, hey, look, we can't meet each other. At least let's all join the party virtually. And nobody turned up.
Did we
except-
join it?
I did.
No.
I did.
I watched Netflix.
And I was there, and I was going through quite a bit at that point of time during the pandemic for work. So I needed just for me to go crazy, and I bought like LED strip lights to glam up my room. I was inspired by the Gen Zs from TikTok. Yes, and I did that, and the party was lit. Diamond, my dog, was next to me, and
She was
and
forced.
it was amazing how they actually really made the party lit. Like they would sort of feature
Spotlight.
spotlight. That's the word. Put spotlight on the people who are partying, and it was fun. And I was drinking all by myself, and I got like high and just went back to sleep after that. But I felt like it was very different. But fast forward to today, the success of Baby Boy has been quite an unbelievable to where they are right now, and I decided to bring this as a topic for this episode because you are in fact a part of Baby Boy as well. Spinning the growth. And we're very, very proud of the growth that you
Yeah.
Thank you.
have. And I don't think this is just my word. I'm pretty sure they would resonate as well. And also to everyone who goes to Baby Boy, who would say that Lokies is doing an amazing job. So
I mean, like people from I think people who went to Baby Boy pre-pandemic and just kind of experienced like the things I was spinning, and until now, I mean they're also my day ones as well. So yeah, it's pretty insane. And to be honest, during the pandemic, when the pandemic was when the pandemic took over, I was like, shit, that's it. I don't think I'll ever get to DJ again. I was mentally, I just kind of just resigned to the idea that I guess it was a good run. As a DJ, not just with Baby Boy, but as a DJ, I was like, I guess this is it. I would never touch. I would never touch my little plastic controller again. It's just that's it. Never again.
Is this like you with singing?
Yeah, I guess. No, I mean
Lokies
singing
was
is
a singer.
Singing is a whole different
just
thing.
like how you were a filmmaker.
That's right.
All these people abandon
All
their
these
crafts.
labels do not matter. Anyways,
But yeah, just never thought we'll come back even more
Yeah.
yeah.
bigger. It's insane.
Yeah. And I think now, I'm saying this as a fan, right? Not of you, but of Baby Boy. That I feel like if I ever go to a Baby Boy event, and if you're not spinning, I would feel like it's a bit weird. So I think as a fan, that's how much
Wow,
that's how
it's
much
synonymous with it.
impact that you have had with your works to Baby Boy, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And then
been a
Bhas
sight
is
to
I
watch.
think a true fan because he knows
Very much.
every lyric to every song
Not
that,
really,
that
but
Lokies
okay.
would know.
Excuse me.
I mean, he tries.
I am so tickled by your lip syncing videos.
Lip sync for shit.
Yeah.
I will post that up in the video.
Apparently the accuracy is very low.
I try, you know. So
It is iconic.
You just
yes.
use that generic mouth moving. Like,
Whatever. I don't turn back, you know, because I don't know the lyrics or something like that. That's practice. But anyway, it's amazing.
Yes.
It's quite a journey, and I think 2022 brought us to where we are right now, and I think it's a fantastic year now that we've done with 2022. 2023 is going to be a lot better, and I just want to wish the team behind Baby Boy, including yourself, all the very best and most success.
Yeah, and like you guys have created such a safe space for queer people.
Yeah,
of all,
exactly. Let's talk about
walks of life to come together to like enjoy themselves, over drinks or like music and just vibing. But I think also that's like what I think that's why queer people like to party so much, because we don't get many spaces where we feel like we can
just be yourself.
we can express ourselves. Because when we are in public spaces, we often feel like we have to either perform a version of ourselves that are not who we are, and parties are like really this space that we can just all vibe together as a community, and not be judged.
Right.
And Baby Boy has done such a great job, because like it has now become a place where so many people within the LGBT community can come together and like dance and like drink to their heart's content and like have fun.
It's amazing. One of the observations that we made for the countdown party that we had at Baby Boy was that there was just many walks of
very diverse
group of people. We're talking about like LGBTQ plus. You see them there, and they are there expressing themselves the way that they want to express, and I think that's the freedom of expression that Baby Boy has set that stage.
And even I think for me as a when I first went to Baby Boy, or eventually really just growing to love that party so much as a DJ, it's just recognizing that this is exactly what's so special about the scene and Mismatches crowd. Like, it's just different. Like, for me, like, I honestly, I don't party. I would never go to a party unless it's some special occasion or like a friend's birthday. But like with Baby Boy, it excites me, because like I know when I go there, I can just really. I know this is a little ironic. People think like I look the part of like going to a circuit party. No judgments about that. People think I'm a circuit gay. Show up at circuit parties. I'll be topless and everything. But that honestly, that is not what I do. I'm not comfortable with that personally when it comes down to party. Other things I'm fine with it, but like. No, but partying wise, I'm just not. That's never been my fit. But when I first went to like Baby Boy, I was like, whoa, like this is something about it. I fit right in. I love the expression. I love the, just so much diversity. I just fit right in, and like I don't know. I can't quite describe it. It's like
It's like going home
I just
for
know
you.
it's it. It was fit. It was like perfect fit.
Yes.
When I went there, I was like, this is it. This is
Yeah.
exactly what a gay party means for me. For the longest time, I thought gay party would mean like topless guys, lots of like sweats, a lot of like sex, like a lot of like
Go-Go Boys.
a lot of all that,
And that is still a big part of
Yes,
like,
definitely,
partying
but-
within the gay community, right?
And I always thought like that was the only form of partying for gays.
Yeah.
And like for me, it just honestly was never been my fit. But like when I went to a Baby Boy, I was like, holy shit! It just like it fit. It was a perfect fit. I was like, this is it. This is what being gay and going out to party as a gay man feels like for me. Like this big expression of being able to be who you are. Like at Baby Boy, you see like I literally had a friend who first came for a Baby Boy party, who had a friend who told him like he has never seen so many people in drag on a regular night before, which is like it is really the essence of expressions.
So if you have a memorable experience at Baby Boy, put that in the comment section below. We want to read about that, and we want to know what has B-Boy done to you, like in terms of your partying experience, and is there something that from the party scene that you miss pre-pandemic? Yeah, tell us your story. We wanna read that. Yep. And I think with that, I think we can wrap up this episode.
Amazing.
Yeah, we had a great conversation about that, and we want to hear more things about us. I know, we may sound like we are very serious in terms of what we are talking about. We try to bring in, some crazy stuff, but this is like actual conversations that we want to talk about, and we want to relate to you guys. And I think we can finish and get out of this suit, because this suit is
Oh my god, so
it's
hot.
I love this suit. I'm sorry.
and that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and we are
Forget and tea. Nearly forgot. I was like, what?
bye.